Hello, my friends. Welcome back to another spiritual video. Today, we are going to talk about the ego mind. Okay, I'm done with that weird intro. That was 49 seconds long. How? I've already been recording for almost a minute. Did I zone out for like 20 seconds? I thought that was like 30 some seconds. I was not expecting that to already be already over a minute. Anyway, welcome back to another video, guys. And today we're going to be talking about the ego mind. We're going to talk about your ego mind. So let's talk about it. Let's just get comfortable. Let's just get comfortable. Talk about the ego mind, and we're gonna talk about it. So let's talk about it. All right. So I hope you guys have been taking care of yourself. Eating healthy, meditating, getting as much nature as you can. We're still in winter. You can't really go outside that much. You can, even if it's cold. I've been outside a few times while it was cold, mostly when it was sunnier than the other days where it was cold and no sun. I love the sun though. I'm a sun child. You know what I mean? I'm a sun child. I love the sun. I love the moon too. I've been leaning towards the moon more too. I've been liking the moon because it's just like if you have problems with sleeping, you can just look at the moon. It helps you out sleeping. And it's true. I've actually looked it up before. If you believe that, I don't know. Because like a lot of stuff that's on Google is not really true. A lot of lies on there. That's why you gotta go to certain websites that tell you more truth. But I don't know those websites. So I just look up Google. I've never really done deep research on that. I've noticed I've never really done like deep research on certain things like that. I should probably do that. But I'm not really interested in doing that right now. But let's talk about the ego mind. So that thing that controls you, right? Makes you have fear, makes you judge people, makes you feel depressed, makes you feel, all those things. None of those are negative emotions, though. Feeling sad isn't a negative emotion. Being angry is not a negative thing. Fearing something is not negative. But it is true, though, that fear is a thought. Fear is just a thought, though. And also, the ego mind, you will notice, though, I have noticed, there was a couple times where I've meditated. And, like, the one time, it was, like, months ago. It was, like, back in, like, maybe October or something. It was in a, like, 2-week span where I was completely off technology. Not completely, I was still on it every once in a while. But, this time, I've been a lot better. I have been barely on it. I've been playing Supercar, though. That's about it. But I went on, like, a 9 day span without any technology unless it was going to help me. That's it. So if I'm gonna if something's going to help me, then I'll watch it. Depends on how long the video is, obviously. Then I'll have to space it out. Because I'm not gonna sit down or stand. I don't know why I would stand for like 30 plus minutes or anything. But I don't understand, I wouldn't I'm not gonna stand, lay somewhere, watch a video for like an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, even if it's going to help me. That's just gonna distract me for way too long. Even if it's going to help me, that's a long period of time. That's why for me, I gotta break it up, But anyway, enough talking about myself and what I would do with like watching videos that help me. Whatever. That's a whole different video. That's a whole different topic. Let me talk about the ego mind. Let me not get distracted. Yes, I still have ADHD. But thing is, my third eye opening, my third eye being open, it will help my knowledge and memory and stuff, and that will help me remember stuff. But still, it doesn't mean I'm not gonna ramble. Still doesn't mean I'm gonna not ramble, because I'm still gonna ramble. Hopefully, it helps me learn how to talk properly too. But anyway, so the ego mind, I've learned when I meditated that one time back in October. It was a lay down like meditation. It was on my bed. I was just laying down. Like I was doing it for like 40, 50 minutes. It wasn't really like a meditation. I wasn't going into it thinking about like, oh, this is gonna be a meditation. Get into my spiritual zone or anything like that. It was just more of, I'm gonna relax because I want to be lazy. Because I was off technology. I don't have nothing to do. So that's what I do really when I have nothing to do off technology. I just lay around, sit, meditate, focus on myself, make freaking paper katanas and kunais and a flying bat, and also a paper person named Little Kevin. So, because he's like 4 feet tall, so he's a little Kevin Hart. But besides all that, but yeah, anyway, back to what I was talking about again. So when I was laying there meditating, the ego mind, I noticed, because I was observing it, I noticed though that like after like 40 minutes, I started going clear. Like thoughts were starting to go away. All the ego was, I was observing it, becoming my higher consciousness, not letting it get to me. Those thoughts were just going away because when you meditate, all those thoughts, all those negative thoughts that are there, like, did I do this right, or is this gonna plan out well for me, or is today gonna be a good day? Is this gonna bother me, or like, and like I feel like I'm clicking with a few people here with like certain things that bother them. Like you realize like it's just it's not even you. It's not even your thought. It's just a thought of like it's the ego trying to give you fear about a situation to happen or something in the future that's gonna happen. But the thing is though, none of those thoughts are yours. That's why when you meditate, those go away and you start to realize you become your higher consciousness and you're like, look what I'm letting get to me, man. You start to realize you're like, look at this stuff. Like, look at what I'm letting get to me. I'm letting a thought about worrying if I use too much ketchup get to me. And then also, I did notice though, when I was meditating that one time and everything went clear, everything was starting to go clear, I started hearing something. And there's always like about like hearing voices in your head. The ego is a voice. It's a voice that's trying to control you with words. Thoughts are just words. That's what I noticed. Because this one time when I meditated, everything started to go clear and I started to focus on a thought by thought by thought by thought. It was one by one. So this one, it was just, I don't even remember what it was, but I just heard a voice and I was like, that's not me. I just started, and then I realized, I was like, these thoughts are just words. And like this was back in October. This wasn't exactly like now, where I'm becoming my higher consciousness slowly but surely. Recently, the past few days, I've been a little hard on myself, trying to force into becoming my higher self, which you can't be. You can't do that. You gotta take your time with it. It's all about patience, practice, and just focusing on yourself and making sure you're making the right decisions. And sometimes you make the wrong decision, which is fine. It's fine. It happens, and it's gonna happen. You're gonna make the wrong choice every once in a while. So, but yeah, I noticed that the thought just became a word. That's why recently when I meditated, I've just been like focusing on the words that are trying to control me because that's really all it is. It's no like big thing. It's just words trying to control you. It's like you'll see a thought, like you'll meditate, right? Or just anything. And something's controlling you about you really, really want to get on technology. It's just the ego telling you that you want to get on technology. And if you meditate and you're on a certain spiritual level, you'll understand this. It's the ego mind is just words, and I have noticed that. And I actually have noticed that earlier when I meditated. I noticed like ever since I started meditating like that, which was just today, I became my higher self a little bit, like a decent bit. It was actually pretty good. It felt pretty good actually meditating like that, and I'm looking forward to keep doing it. And this is all my knowledge so far of knowing this. Yeah, but like it's just words because I noticed after like past few days I have noticed though that it's just when I observe the thoughts, I noticed, like, because I went through an 8 day span of feeling sad, happy, peaceful, and like tired, full of having energy, having no energy, because I was completely off technology. Half the day I was completely alone, trying to isolate myself, even though I live with my family. I can't really do that. But still, like, I'm up right now. I've been up by myself for 4 hours and 60 minutes. All I've seen was my dad once. That was it. Because they're still asleep. So being alone, like, okay, let me stop doing that. Like, I'm alone at least 5 hours a day, minimum. Four. They've been getting up earlier. I got lazy parents, which actually kind of benefits for me because I'm more alone, which is actually pretty good. I've become more of a loner recently too. I don't like to be bothered because I just saw 11:11. I keep seeing 11:11 and 11:10 every single day. New beginnings, bro. That's what 11:11 means. 444. I saw that 2 times in a row at AM at the exact same time, 24 hours apart from each other. It was weird. It was weird. I know what that means, man. I know 444 means. I never looked it up, but I heard Spiritual Soap talk about it. It's, I think, taking care of yourself. It's like goodness or something, some sort of like that. I'm not too sure. I actually probably should look that up. But yeah, the ego mind is just words, because I noticed the other day, a couple days ago, a few days, 3, maybe 4 days ago, I was just observing because I was finally starting to get into a good, like, being in control kind of state and not letting it get to me as much. And I was starting to become slowly more and more of my higher self, you know? So that's, I mean, if that's the thing though, you guys are technology addicts, you love being on technology, that's not you, that's the ego. That is the ego. Not even lying, that is the ego mind. I mean, yeah, some of us, we obviously, we've grown to like being on technology because when we're bored, we're on it, but everything that we love is meant to destroy us. Technology, technology is meant to destroy us. Unhealthy foods, that was meant to destroy us. Being around people constantly, I mean, some of us might not like that actually, but being around people constantly isn't actually completely bad. It's just if you're around good people, negative, bad people, that's gonna destroy you. So you got to be around. You got to make sure you select the right people in your life. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this video, guys. That's about it for me. The ego mind is just words. Notice it. Just meditate for 5 minutes, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes, whatever you want to do. As long as it's more than 3 minutes, 3+ minutes, just that's it. Notice the thoughts that you're letting get to you, and try and go deeper and within one of them, and just notice, or just focus all your awareness into your mind. You'll notice the stuff that you're letting get to you. Like, you'll start meditating. You'll notice a thought come up. I don't want to meditate. That's the ego trying to give you fear not to meditate. The ego doesn't want you to meditate because it's good for you. The ego does not want you to do good things for yourself. That's like exercising. You don't feel like exercising? That's not you not feeling like exercising. That's the ego. The ego doesn't want to do that stuff because it's good for you. Anything that's good for you, it doesn't want to do. Anything that's technology wise or being lazy, I'm lazy. Okay, so that's not, I don't know what to say, that's ego. I just really don't do anything because all I do is really focus on myself, which is better than doing a bunch of stuff that I don't like. Yeah, I like being lazy. Lazy's fun. Anyway, that's it for this video, guys. Tell me how you feel about it. Tell me if it helps you, because that's why I'm making these videos, trying to help you guys out. And hopefully it does help you. Meditate on the ego mind. Just meditate. Just see. Just observe. Just observe what it's trying to control you with, and notice those words that it's trying to tell you to make you think that that's you. Because you'll notice yourself saying, "Man, I hate this," and then, like, you meditate, you notice you're like, "Wait a minute." The ego just said, "I hate this," and then you gotta understand. It's hard to understand. It's not that hard to understand. It's really not. It's just I understand it because I've experienced it. You know what I mean? So You just gotta experience it. You guys will notice it. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. And if you have, hit that like button. And if you and if you guys want to, subscribe. I appreciate it. Somehow I lost 5 subscribers and then gained 5 back. I don't understand that. That was weird. Yeah, it was pretty weird. I'm still at 1,590. So I don't understand YouTube. That's weird. I don't get it. I don't really care. It's numbers. It's all numbers. But see, that's the thing though. I say it's all numbers, and I do truly mean that because I don't care about the numbers. But at the same time, I love numbers because I love math. So it's kind of like, you know what I mean? But anyway, hope you guys enjoy the video. See you guys in the next video. Peace out on this video. Goodbye. See you later. Konnichiwa.